ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins Part 10. As always, my name is eckohour, and I will be the disembodied voice hosting this Let's Play. So, in our previous episode, we fought the Battle of Can I try that again? We fought the Battle of Ostagar, and we were saved from the tower and its raiding darkspawn by Flemeth and her daughter Morrigan. Flemeth has now given us the treaties that we need as Grey Wardens, and has also given us her daughter to accompany us on our journey, and she tasked us with doing exactly what it is we plan to do from the get-go, which is fight the Darkspawn. Unfortunately, it's only me and Alistair that remain of the Grey Wardens here in Ferelden, so this could be a relatively difficult task laid out before us. Let's see here, what is this? I don't know what this is. Wide open world and area map. World map. Okay, we can switch between those. So here we are at our map. This is our location I think we need to go to now. This is Flemeth's hut, and over here is Lothering. We also have our camp that we can go to. That's for party interactions and just kind of getting your equipment sorted out. But I think for now it's going to be good to make our venture over to Lothering. Just continue on our way. And we've already encountered more resistance on our way towards Lothering.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Ban Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Ban Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Okay, so that was a pretty tense cutscene that we just saw. That was our oh man, I forget his name. That was the guy who betrayed us there at Ostagar, and I'm making a fool of myself right now by forgetting his name. I forget names often. That is something that I am pretty well known for. In any case, that was Ban Tegan, who I believe is a relative of the king who passed away at Ostagar. Questioning the motives of our enemy. However, we are now in a... that is something unbeknownst to our character. Instead, what we are in right now is a combat situation. Apparently these darkspawn don't like dogs. And I cannot broke people who don't like dogs, so we're gonna wreak some havoc on them. Alright, so let's take a look at Winter's Grasp. Oh, no. Let's not move it over there. Okay, we'll hit the alpha. And I'm also going to use, let's see, Shattering Shot on the alpha. And that is a lot of darkspawn. We're gonna send Alistair over to fight him.
Destroy the fiend.
Ooh, okay. What is this? Okay, no, it's just. Oh no, Alistair. Hey, there's like all of these people coming to attack me. Okay, where am I at? Oh, I'm all the way back here now. Alright, I'm gonna have to switch to my weapons and take this guy out. Morgan. What can you do? Alright, give us frost weapons. And hit the alpha with lightning. Okay. How are you doing, Alistair? Fight these guys, because they're the ones hitting you in the back. Matter of fact, you're gonna drink a poultice before you die. We don't want you to die. Oh, hello. Form of a spider. Oh, she's got to channel it. And now she's a spider. Cool. Alright, we'll take this for a lockout. Ooh, okay. Morgan, you gonna have to run. Run from a Morgan. Okay, cool. Alright, now you're gonna switch back to your normal shape and take him out. Alright, cool. So, if you might recall, a few episodes ago, there was a dog that was blighted by the darkspawn blood there in the camp that we went on a quest and went and helped. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that this is that very dog. I think this is the Mambari I helped cure.
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
I've always wanted a dog like this. Maybe it's meant to be. I don't want a dog too much. He can come, but he better make himself. No, I like dogs. Is that all? Okay, that's all he has to say. We're gonna name him. We're gonna name him Smalls. Smalls, the Mabari Warhound. All right, so we came pretty close to dying there, but nobody died, thankfully. So we're gonna take inventory here.
We should be feeling that for several days to come.
This should be easy enough.
Seems like Morgan is not happy with the... She did almost die, I suppose, that she could be disappointed with the events. Let's actually take a few moments to talk to our party members here.
What do you need? Ask away.
I'd like to ask you, what can a Templar do, exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So, Alistair is alluding to the Templar Order, which in the Dragon Age universe is kind of meant to keep the mages at bay. In the world of Dragon Age, mages are not trusted really in most societies, especially because they, are responsible for things like the Darkspawn by being corrupted. So the Templar are meant to keep the mages in check, who are kind of sequestered away and kept under tight rope and leash. As a matter of fact, the dynamic between the Templars and the mages is kind of a constant issue throughout the Dragon Age universe. It's hinted at in here. It is one of the pivotal conflicts in Dragon Age 2, and I believe it is also heavily referenced in Dragon Age 3. As a matter of fact, I think it breaks out into full-blown war between the Mages Guild and the Templars. Could others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together.
So you were addicted to lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
So Alistair is not a fan of the Templars. He was formerly one, and I do believe that he... Well, it will come out in the story, I'm sure.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Can you teach us... We already asked him that. Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Whew, there's a lot of dialogue for him. Where are the nearest Grey Wardens?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Is there a headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that. And
That's
be
the name,
watching
Loghain.
it. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfelds, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
So I guess it's just the two of us.
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
Well, we need to start rebuilding the Order.
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
That's understandable. What would happen if we just left?
Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know. If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
That's understandable.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
How did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
You don't. Very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
You don't really seem the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
You think Duncan took pity on you?
I don't know. Maybe. When he came looking for recruits, I just remember praying fervently to the Maker that he would pick me. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
He was a good man.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Alright, so apparently that's all Alistair is going to say to us. Let's have a chat with Morgan.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
That does sound like something you would do, but it's just a legend, right?
So I assume. My mother has walked the wilds far longer than I. Who am I to suggest what things she has done and not done in her past? Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Fair enough. Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Fair enough once again. Do you spend much time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
And what do other animals think of you when you are changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
I've never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world.
I'm a dwarf, Morgan.
There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
By practitioners, you mean apostates. The chantry simply seems to protect us from danger. Isn't that's good. Such traditions should be preserved.
I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
At the very least. That would just make you angry, I think. Maybe tied to a flagpole and tickled. It does seem a little revolting. I think your abilities sound quite useful. I like the third one.
I wouldn't advise it. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Alright, so let's continue on. We have our dog. Can we talk to the dog? Maybe? Hey, Smalls. Oh, aren't you adorable? Love dogs. Do you see anything interesting? Oh man. Okay. Actually, I recall there was something. Oh, hey, yes. Sparkling items over here. Is there anything else before I venture forward? Oh, look. More death root. Oh, no. We don't want to go there. Okay. Oh, don't want to be paused. Okay, let's have a look at the map. This is, I believe, the highway that we're running alongside of. Oh, okay, we just met him on a random stretch of road. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by a dwarf, oddly enough.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
How is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers and you're free to move on.
You're toll collectors then. You should listen to your friend. We're not refugees. Let's toy with them.
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
You're fixing the highway. I think not. Perhaps you should charge more then. I don't think you have that kind of coin. Okay, let's do that one.
You want to pay more? Well, we'll happily accept donations.
But a caravan is following me. It has plenty of gold. I'm not paying thugs anything. Let's try this.
So, we'll let you pass for a bigger score. Do believe we're the morons in this scenario.
But if a caravan's coming, shouldn't we set up an ambush?
There is no caravan, you simpleton. You. Just pay the blasted toll and then go pray for protection or whatever you're here for.
I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Do you really want to fight a Grey Warden?
Did he say he's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found. What do you say, gents? With that kind of bounty, we can retire. Let's be heroes to the kingdom.
Dead heroes, I should say. Alright, so we've got a bandit leader, a couple bandits here, and some bandits back here. So, we're going to have Alistair go right for the leader. We'll have Morrigan back here. We'll also have the dog up in that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to my bow and go over here. Okay, now, Morrigan, give us some frost weapons, please. Me, I'm going to hit this bandit leader with a shattering shot. Ooh, I've got a friend here. Help me, Smalls. Okay, bandit leader, hit him with a shattering shot. Okay. He's going to eat a poultice. Let's hit the bandit leader with Mind Blast. Stuns enemies caught in the sphere. Let's Mind Blast that one. And I'm going to hit the bandit leader with a crippling shot now. He's clearly one of the more dangerous ones. Can we make any potions while we're in combat? Unfortunately, no. We don't have any flasks. Always a problem. He's drinking a health poultice, though. What does this do? Disorient. For a short time, making the target less combat effective and inflicting penalties. Yeah, let's do that on the bandit leader. Okay. Now let's do our speed, because we want to be taking him out pretty quickly. Alright, Alistair. Drink our last poultice, I suppose. I think we got the leader. So I'm going to direct my attention over to this jerk over here, and so is Morrigan. Because these are the only ones that are left. I rely on these guys to finish them off.
'Tis
All
a
right.
good day.
We surrender. We're just trying to get by before the darkspawn get us all.
Get by. You're a criminal.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
Now you die. That's all you deserve. I want some questions answered. I'm turning in. You follow my lead. I could use some soldiers.
What are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier.
Or you can die. Your choice. Yeah, let's do that.
I'm not going down without a fight.
Okay, so we get to finish off the bandit leader. There's a couple more bandits over here. Oh, I think we have some barbaric crunches for you, Smalls. Floating around here somewhere. Maybe not, though. Doesn't seem like it. Unfortunately. I thought we did, though. Surprising, though. Okay, so, oh, hello, what's this? Sunder, he's been sundered. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch to my guy. Because I want to try something. Let's throw this right here.
Right.
Yeah, we did it. Alright, Alistair and Smalls, and I'm going to go over here and hit this guy. Morgan, you're going to take care of this guy. Alright, so we'll hit him with some lightning from Morgan. I'm going to use a shattering shot. Apparently, I don't think it hit. Alright, took that guy out. Let's take this guy out. And we should be good to go. There we go, stunned him, and he's gone. So, that's how we handle criminals. I mean, I'm a criminal myself, but, you know, I don't let other criminals push me around. If they want to mess around with me, they're gonna get put down. There's a dead Templar over here. Let's take everything. I think that's a quest.
Right.
Ooh, got some leather armor, some lyrium, and some jewels. Interesting enough.
Let's get started.
And a silver ring. So, a bunch of nifty items over here. Ooh, and some crates.
What do you need?
No, Alistair, I don't want to talk to you. I want to loot the crates. Thank you. Goodbye. Take all.
On it.
Ooh, some trap triggers. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Any other crates? Doesn't look like it. Okay.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
What did you want to talk about? You have been very quiet, Alistair.
Yes, I know. I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long, then.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
I'll figure it out. Let's just get going. We should try and use these treaties, I assume.
I agree. Have you looked at them?
Yes, I have.
There are three main groups that we have.
Thank you, Alistair. I just read
the
them.
Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
I'll figure it out as we go. Is there a way? Are you leaving? Why are you leaving it up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
What do you think we should do, Morgan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the darkspawn are upon us.
Okay. I'm not sure any of this is a good idea. Then I'll I'm ready to get going. Then we need to find these people.
I can give you directions if you like.
I've been exiled from Orzammar. I can't go back there.
You're going to have to. I certainly wouldn't want to go there alone.
Why? Would it frighten you? Are you afraid of dark and sunken places? Hmm?
I mean, we won't have any choice. You'll be there under Grey Warden business, and the dwarves will just have to see reason.
They certainly are renowned for an abundance of reason, 'tis true.
Oh, chill there, Morgan. I'm a dwarf myself. Where would Rogaine be exactly?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
Okay. Where do we find... I don't need any more directions, actually.
Then you have a plan.
I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Alright, so we've had our discussions. It's obvious that Logain and Morgan do not like each other, to say the least. We've got our dog, we've fought some darkspawn, we've fought some bandits, and now our adventure lies out before of us. But that is all we have time for in this episode. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please stay tuned for part 11.